We use SSH in many projects nowadays, and the choice of an SSH server is really important, especially when we are running projects or when we are running free internet tests or any other test. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 5 best SSH servers I have spotted out to use for any project, whether it's free internet project or the creation of a config process. So I'm going to guide you. I'm going to show you the top 5 of these SSH servers I've spotted out. So we start right after the intro. Okay, so you can see on your screen is a list of the best and premium SSH servers. Okay, you can see there's a fit. It's in order of ranking, of top ranking from fit to first. You can see ranking on the fit position is dynamicssh.com. The fourth is speedssh.com. The third free SSL VPN.us. The second fastssh.com, and the first lionssh.com. So I have some valid reasons and tangible reasons of classifying the servers. First off, we know is the SSH server that determines the speed of which we are connected to the internet. So SSH servers are most based on the speed they provide to the client who uses them. Okay, so we're gonna visit the first SSH server, Dynamic SSH, and I'm going to show you how to create an SSH account. Please note, you can also create in this video I will show you how to also create SSL/TLS account. So I've covered many sections in this. Go to your browser and paste the link. So you can see here, you click on the first link that opens, that shows, and now in Dynamics SSH you search for a spot where you can create SSH. So like a menu drop down here, you can see menu, home, SSH, SSL, host IP, squid, proxy, DNS. So I'm going out for SSH. You can see this is a list of server. 30 days server, Asia, 30 days Europe, 30 days American server, Australia, and I think that's the last on the list. So let's say I'll choose the European server. Choose. Okay, so right here you can see the server's details, which are these, and the protocol and the open SSH which it can work with the drop here. Make sure when creating an SSH server, you make sure the drop here corresponds to that you're using in your project. For example, if you are creating an HTTP Injector config, make sure this drop here corresponds to the protocol, to the port you're going to be using in the SSH account configuration or in the config creation. So you just click on choose. See the server is in Netherlands, and right here you're going to see username. Click there and you create a username. So I'm going to create a username, test05. Same for password. Okay, click on the create button right here. Just wait some time. Alright, seems like the server isn't yet working. You can come and choose another server from the list, so for the sake of time I'll just show you how to proceed. Equally, if you want an SSL account, you can click on this tab right here. So now done with dynamic SSH. It always has problems of server, that's why I put it on the feet of the list. So now I'm going to the second, speed SSH. Copy that and paste it right there. Here's it. Click on that. And you click this drop down here, this hamburger icon right here. And first off, when you get here in speed SSH, make sure you check out the server status. Going out for the 7-day server is actually the best rather than going for the 30 days, because the 7-day servers are usually fast than the 30-day servers. So you check the 7-day server status. So here you can see the host IP, open SSH port, drop here equally, and status account with status server. So you see online, and the account here is full, the first and second full, second from the third to the right to the one right at the bottom are available right here. So to go back to the home page, you scroll up and you come here, you choose the ones that correspond to demand. So you see SSH monthly, let's go out for, since all the 7 days isn't available, so we'll go out for the monthly. You select, so you see right here, drop your port 443.80.143. so here is the host IP right here, and you can see equally the protocol, which is to be taken in deep consideration. So this is a very important aspect you're supposed to take into consideration. So you can see here is a list of server: SSH server US, a server SG, that's Singapore 2, Singapore 3, Netherlands, Germany. So I think that's the last on the list. So when coming right here, I'm going to advise you to choose a Singapore server because they're really very fast. So you can come out, let's say for the second, if already it isn't yet all taken. So you click on select and you scroll right here. Account available means the status, the accounts are still available. So you come right here, test 05, test 05. So you come and click on this create button. And you can see right here the account has been created. You see your account has been successfully created in this blue box, right, this greenish box right here. So you see account username, here is it, password, host IP, which are the ones which are really important, especially when you're creating an HTTP injector config or using any SSH project. So the server username and password are usually the most important. For the port, you can just use any drop here which matches with that of your project. So let's go on to another tab and go in with the next on our list, which is free SSL VPN. So come on this hamburger once more, and what I like with this VPN equally is you can create SSL/TLS VPN accounts, SSL and external accounts. V2Ray servers are available equally with Shadowsocks. So these are the most various features and internet types used in HTTP Injector, which is suitable for the users, for those who want to use it and create a config. For those who want to use a VPN and create a config, it is suitable for them. So we're going to dive into the SSH external right here. So this one is mostly for those who want to use the SSL tuner type. So this tutorial don't only covers the SSH, but call it the SSL tuner type or the external tuner type. So if you want to create an external, you just come right here, SSL/TLS or SSH external, drop down, and you select if you want that of 30 days, 5 days, 7 days, 1 month, or 3 to 30 days. So we're going for 7 days. And you see an HG server Singapore 2. So I will just select the second server before it is not yet full. So come username test 05, password test 05, and click on I'm not a robot. And now create now. Okay, success. Added a new account info. Here's the host IP, SSL tuner port, which are the most used, 443 and 80, and then the support is SSL TLS. Use the username and the password. So SSL free SSL VPN.us.us gives it full detail rather than just giving the username, password, and the host IP. So it equally gives the port with which this account will work perfectly. So go to the second on our list, fast SSH. Just copy that and come on right here, paste. Okay, so yes, fast SSH. What is really annoying with them is their site doesn't have a mobile view option. So we're just gonna be scrolling. What here is you see the server SSH servers, which you right here equally. So you choose the one for any country. You can see available country Singapore, SSH in Europe, Africa, Oceania, North America, South America. So I'm going to select in Asia, and here we can see Singapore, Japan, Indonesia, Philippines, Turkey, and in India. So I'll select in Singapore, and here make sure, as I was saying, before you go in to create an SSH account, make sure the protocols match that of your config you're creating. Make sure they tune the protocol equally, the OpenSSH drop BA equally matches. So take the one which the accounts are available. Okay, so let's take this one, and you see here it's a field. Scroll is kind of small, so you click on username, put SSL and then you verify this checkbox, and you scroll, you see a create account. Okay, you see the account has already been created. So these are the details of the account right here: username, password, host IP. If you want a 14 days account, you can come here and click on here, you put in your username and click on create SSH account. So this is what is important for us: the username, password, and the host IP. So now go to the first in our list, Lion SSH, which is the top first and the best recommended by in tutorials. So most of our configs we create the HTTP injector are hosted under the server, so they run through the servers from these SSH providers. So they offer Shadowsocks servers, SSH, SSL, V2Ray, which are common projects used now in HTTP injector for creating config. So what will come right here is command get freedom, and now you'll be taken to a section open VPN, 16 servers, Shadowsocks, SSL, SSH, V2Ray, VMAS, WireGuard, which is the end. So what we're interested in is SSH account. So select the server is here as always, and come here and select Singapore. So there's an ad just blocking that, but if you see, you're gonna see 3 and 30 days, so make sure you don't click on that ad. You just come and select 3 days and avoid the 30 days, so you won't be redirected to a boring ad. So here's the first choice here. See the port speed 1 GB per second, bandwidth and method. So they give a detailed description of the service, which is really important for developers. So you come right here, select, I'm going to select the second, which is always my best server, and here you see the validity 3 days, accounts left 972 left, open SSH 22, drop beer port 143, open SSH 445, drop beer 443. So the squid port, the bandwidth, and the port speed equally available. Right here, put in username, password. Please note that you are not obliged to use the same username and password. As you can define your own personalized username and password. So I'll just click on create account. And that's a success. You can see the server, host, username, password, and below it you can also see the details of that server and how it's going to perform in your project. So what you can do here is you just come and copy. Let me show you now how you can fill this in HTTP injector. So you open the app, click on this hamburger right here, and then you go to SSH settings. So here's a host, the SSH host. come right there and you put your host, you paste it. Okay, the port, I'm gonna type in 8080. Username, copy this, paste right here. Then the password, put the password we used to create the account. So click on save, and that will be saved. So now make sure you choose the right protocol to connect to get the VPN connected. Obviously the tuner type will be an secure SSH, and the connect form can either be direct or TLS SSH. You choose this TLS SSH when you are using an SNI host, that's a server name identification. So click on unknown, and here you'll be required to create a payload most often. So you tick this custom payload and you come right here, payload generator. You can see in our previous video we released, we show how you can create an HTTP Injector account, and we show the defined protocols you can most often use to create an SSH working config. So the default option we recommended to you, here you come and click on get back inject. You take this, you take this, is 3 none. So right here you put in your URL host. So your host can be anything else, facebook.com, or even whatsapp.net, or anything, any host you know works for a country. So for here I'm going to put facebook.com, and the connection method I'm going to use is connect. Take this and I'm going to generate the payload. So if all is well set and you click on start, your VPN is going to be connected without any problem. So that's how you create an HTTP injector config. And now if you want to know how to get a working host for your country, I'm going to upload a video talking on that equally. So make sure you subscribe to this channel to get that when it is uploaded on this channel. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe, most especially to follow our recent uploads we're going to release. So guys, in this video I've shown you the best and top 5 SSH servers you can use to create your HTTP injector config or in any project. These servers are premium SSH servers, and they are known for their speed and fastness in the order of merit, from the fit to the first. The fit, which is dynamic SSH.com, to the first, which is lion SSH.com. So with these servers you're going to have a real good user experience while using HTTP injector or your project. We dedicated this video to HTTP injector because we once released a config on that, how a method on how to create a config, but though we showed how to create an SSH account, we didn't show the best of the SSH to choose, the best SSH providers to choose. So we've also covered the SSL, TLS, or external, where you can create SSL and TLS account, which are fast and real speed, which are also equally reliable to use in your project. So guys, you're gonna get a link to this in the video description. I'm also going to, a post has also been written on this, so you can understand how it goes and how you're supposed to proceed. So make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for our recent uploads. We see you in our next tutorial.